from this little piezo bridge, and it would process it. And they basically analyze the frequency responses of fantastic guitars. So you could like be on one setting, and you could say, right, it is now a 1950s Telecaster. You sit another one, and now it's right. It is now a 1960s Stratocaster. There's a Gibson Les Paul. There's acoustic guitars in here. There's 12-string guitars, would you believe? There's a banjo. There's a sitar setting. And yeah, it was basically slated at the time because guitarists 20 years ago didn't want fancy things. They wanted buttons, and they wanted stomp boxes, and they were very traditionalists. But nowadays, this kind of thing is fantastic, but it's so looked over. People always go for digital modeling things, digital modeling this. Even some guitarists are going on tours without amplifiers. They are using their laptops and digital software to process their guitar sounds. So this is why I say this guitar is well ahead of its time. And the reason I'm taking this apart is that you all know that I'm making a guitar currently. But I am seeing what the logistics of putting the inner workings of this guitar into my new build. Is the long and short of it. Just trying to label these wires before I get too lost by pulling them out. That was very loose. That might have been me. And that would be the exit. Yeah. I mean, it's sad that these guitars never took off, in my opinion. But at the same time, I'm winning because I got these fantastic guitars. Funny story. So I used to be in a covers band. Oh. Come on. And my friend used to work at a guitar store at the time, the lead guitarist. I was only the rhythm guitarist because, yeah, let's not get into that. Oh my god. Okay, that's stuck on things. And he had, I don't know if you're familiar with the guitars, but his guitar was this incredible looking, fancy looking, I think it was actually a £2,000 PRS guitar. It was absolutely beautiful. And I played my high-end version of this. It's black, it's got no, it's got no pickups. Yeah, I think it cost me £500 second hand because obviously they don't make them anymore when I bought it like 15 years ago. And it would annoy him that people would come up to me and ask me about my guitar at the end of gigs and not him. And I'll be telling them all the cool shit I do with it. But the cool shit I really like about these guitars, which I forgot to mention, is they do a really fun thing. Oh my god, what is going on here? Do I have to go through this hole? So because it has this funky digital modeling program built into it, you can actually do some really, really fun things. One of these fun things is you can digitally retune your guitar. And what I mean is, when you have your guitar, you have it set up in standard tuning. For instance, going back to the covers band I was in, one of the songs we played a Slipknot song which involved getting a 7-string guitar. So he would put down his fancy guitar, pick up a 7-string, and I would just go, because I had programmed a 7-string setting. So I was just like, yeah, they are incredibly interesting to play with. Yeah. If I ever get the chance, remind me on stream, and I'll try to get it out and try and demonstrate what it can do. Speaking of things what it can do, why are you stuck? Why stuck? Why be stuck? Is it because of this tape? What are you doing? Oh, you want to... Got to fit through a tiny little hole, have you? That's weird. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, I thought I was trying to be good by labeling these, but I think my labels are now just getting stuck on the internal workings. Oh, I know what's happening. There's a battery box on the back, which I will not be using. Because as it's a commercial guitar, they had to have some sort of way for people to use them out of the box without all the bits and pieces. And so they did that by adding a 3 AA battery compartment, I think. Yeah, which is highly inefficient. Go. Oh god, you're tight. That's what she said. Here we go. Can I just take you out? Ugh. Come on. Okay, so that's the battery thing. So these wires are stuck. My labeler system has gone to pot already, so let's just take these off. I mean, they're 2 different sizes, so we should be able to know that they go to the output, right? Right? God, that is a tiny hole for those to fit through. Sorry, I'm trying to... It's basically, right, there's like, there's the hole here, right? And then it's the connectors are sort of hitting it. It's trying to push the connectors sideways to sort of fit it through the hole. Badly designed. But I guess they weren't designed to be taken apart, is the issue. Right, one's through. They weren't expecting some crazy Welshman to be taking this apart 20 years when it was made in Indonesia. Come on. If you could not be awkward, that would be fantastic, sir. One through. Here we go, we're free. Yeah. Ah. Okay, we're not going to worry about battery. We should probably take the grounds with us. We're definitely going to need them if we transplant them. Right, so that's that. Apart from the battery bus. We'll take that just in case, because we don't know if it will. I would ideally want to do it without the battery, because obviously I've got my own sort of way to power the rig. But we may have to put that in as a last resort if it like needs it for the circuit to work, etc. Even if it's just loose, just floating around inside. But yeah, that's one guitar body. Right. But yeah, this is the bulb's gone in when I tested this before I went out. But this is the let's just do this right there. So you can see the settings. So that's a custom one. So you can program. You can actually make your own presets. Then T model is your Telecaster, Spank is your Stratocaster, Lester is your Gibson Les Paul, Special, there's like a few different ones, there's like the Les Paul Special, like a Gibson Firebird, things like that. R-Billy is just kind of like your rockabilly sort of resonator guitars. Oh, is the chime the resonator guitars? Yeah, then you got semi-acoustics like the jazz ones, got then obviously physical actual jazz guitars, acoustics, resonators, but that's where you also have your banjo settings, and then like a custom too. Yeah, but yeah, again, guitarists hated these when they came out. I freaking loved them. Now, how does you come off without breaking you? So I feel if I twist you too much, because I can see the thing moving inside. Does the top come off? How are you today, by the way, Melts? Are you well? Sorry, I didn't really ask you, did I? I was just so preoccupied in my own shit. Oh, it does come up. It just comes straight up. Okay. Oh, okay. And it's sectioned as well, so I can't put it on the wrong way. Sweet. Like my ex-girlfriend, that was easy. Excited for later. Oh my god! What Lego? My wife, I got her. So funny story. Again about my wife. Every Christmas or special occasion, she always complains that I don't buy her flowers. Because she says she wants something beautiful that she can watch it die. It's very gothic of her, I know. So for Valentine's, I actually bought her some Lego flowers, which she jokingly said, "Well, I can't watch these die." But no, she did love them and she did enjoy putting them together. And so obviously she was telling her work friends about the Lego flowers, and basically someone got the wrong end of the stick and assumed that she's obsessed with Lego. And apparently there's websites like you can. Yeah, she's got a sick sense of humor. I mean, she married me. She actually proposed to me. I will tell a lie. She proposed to me, so she must have a sick sense of humor. Hang on, is that my fresh coffee? That's the old coffee. Don't drink old coffee. If you remind me later, or send me a Discord message or a ping to remind me, I'll try and find it. So basically, there's websites which will have right, what Lego set are you interested in? Okay, this Lego set has this pieces in. You can buy these pieces for a lot cheaper individually from this website, and here is the instructions for it. So does she. I bought so my parents actually bought her the bucket. My parents bought her that for her birthday, but for Valentine's I actually bought her the set with the lots of mini flowers in pots, because I thought, you can scatter them around. You can have one in your office for when you're working, some downstairs, scatter around the house. And no, she just put them all on the shelf in the same place, but it's fine. What do I know? I'm just the silly husband. Okay. This is filling me with confidence. This really is. Because this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. And I've got this as a template for when I put stuff together later on. Just going to put you there so you don't forget you. Yeah, I think it's called Rebrickable or something like that. You can search for either ones people have submitted or the official sets. So if there's anything from the official sets you want, it'll actually give you a website, well, several websites, and it'll tell you, right, do we have all the pieces in stock, yes or no? These are the pieces you need. And it always ends up cheaper. Always. Now, why is there a rubber stopper there? Oh, that's the LED! The LED, which has some shit all over it. Wait, that's not an LED. What is that? That is literally a pin. Look at that! Excuse my curried fingers. That's literally an LED on my system, and this is a fucking pin. Must have been repaired or something, because there's a little sticker over it. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you can go on this website, and if you want the big one, it'll tell you what parts are in it, and it'll basically automate a website or several websites where you can buy the parts from. And it will, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, it's still expensive, but it's a lot cheaper than buying the official set with the box. So I'd really advise checking that out. I'm loving this. I genuinely thought that with this big massive scratch place this was going to be huge, but I'm like, no, it's quite compact. And then the moment of truth. And let's put that outside because ow, thingies. We ready? Oh, so close. So close. Is that even the right way? I mean... No. Ah. I mean, theoretically, we could put it there. Theoretically, because we do have that angle there, right? Issue is the bridge is going to be about here. I mean, we could open... Oh. Oh, do you know what I've just seen, Mills? Do you know what I've just fucking seen? This is all loose inside. So this is all in a cage. But I don't think it's necessary. Don't think it's necessary. We don't even need this stinking cage. Look at this. It's literally just this main PCB here. As long as there's enough space and room for this to stretch out to the inputs, and the bridge goes into there. Bearing in mind, again, this guitar is over 20 years old. I assumed this would not be A, more complex, but B, I thought this would be bigger. The fact that this is so small is filling me with hope. Because now that I know that I could probably fit this into my guitar, this completely changes what I'm doing with the guitar. Because I don't think this was even used for grounding. Where did the ground switches go? Let's half put it back together for a moment, just to figure out. So you went in there, right? You went there. But yeah, I also like taking stuff apart to figure out how it works. I was always kind of told I couldn't do anything with electronics as a kid because I was diagnosed with really bad colorblindness, and so like doing stuff like this always put me off because it's like, oh well, it's something to do with electricity, I can't do it. And lo and behold, I'm the person that sort of rewires entire lights and switches in my parents' house because my dad can't do it. So you go there, you go there. So that's ground, we know that. Ah, this was also shielded, so this had... Then I pulled this ground wire off this. So the casing was ground, which makes sense. But there's nothing, there's no wires coming off the... So I guess like the case was just grounded just because, just in case. Yeah, I know, Melts. I know. I know. I'm old. I keep getting told. I don't feel old. I only feel old when people telling me I'm old. But this does fill me with confidence now. So this is easy enough to take off. I can just see it's just those 3 screws. That's been held there, but I'm not sure if that ground... Yuck. Oh, I guess. Alright, yeah, because it should stop at a certain point. Silly thing.